Hello and welcome to YASSERTV. Welcome back to the channel, my people. We're here. We're back after a disappointing result yesterday. And yeah, man. The more I think about it, bro, the more headaches. You know what I'm saying? The more headaches. I mean, the more I hear people talk about some of the things that happen in the game, and this is the thing about creating content. You either have to go somewhere and they'll ask you the same questions again, so you have to relive it. You can't escape it. Like, you can't escape it. Like, if you lose, you can't just switch it off and just say, you know what, on to the next, and just ignore what happened, innit? Because you'll just keep getting asked questions. Whether it's like, no matter what, bro, you just gotta deal with it. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta be strong and deal with it, man. But listen, big up to everyone that tuned in. I know it's a late stream, but I still wanted to give you guys some content and see what the chat's saying, what the community is saying. I feel like there's a lot of the times there's no objectivity. You can't be objective. There's only certain, you have to know who to be around in terms of like content when you're speaking about certain things, in it. And I know that every show has its own thing, and I'll talk about it as well, but in general, that's what's happening. But listen, big up to everyone. Big up to my guy Benji, man. Nice to see you in the chat. Big up to Deontay, my guy. And big up to Fireban Collins as well. Appreciate you pulling up, man. I have to go on a media hiatus until the next match because all the content creators crash out. Look, I think, you know, I had like you could say I had like a day to just not look at it and not watch, not really think about the result, and like just try to, every time I've watched certain things, I feel like with us Chelsea fans, there's this thing where you have to go to the extreme, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? It's very, this is very bad, this is very rubbish, this is da-da-da-da, and then the minute the results are good again, everyone just flies to the other side. Like, there's no medium. Like, there's no medium. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just weird, man. I can't lie. But big up to my guy Gianni, man. Hey, listen, people, make sure you subscribe to my guy Gianni. Let me put his link in the thing. Make sure you subscribe to his channel, man. And hey, big up to Claude Debussy. Big up to you as well, man. Like, what I mean by that is, if we go through the game, I actually didn't think we were bad in the game. I felt like the defenders were poor, except for like Gusto. Midfield, in my opinion, I thought, especially in the first half, I thought like Enzo Fernandez was breaking a lot of our attacks, including Palmer. Do you get me? I don't know why Enzo Fernandez can't shoot from outside of the box, but then obviously he managed to still get that goal, which is fine. But what I said is, I said that he masked his little stinker with a goal. And I don't know, maybe an assist. I think Neto played well. He had his moments. João Pedro was on an island. And I just felt like I think during the game, I said it, the Jurgensen thing was more of like, if it worked, genius. If it didn't work, you get what happened yesterday. Now, a lot of people are saying you should have went with Sanchez, and I kind of put Sanchez in my lineup too as well. I feel like you put Sanchez in there just because Sanchez, in it. Do you know what I mean? He's the more experienced guy. You just go with him, take less risks, and you just keep it moving. Now, I know that he tried to practice with, what's his name again? He tried to practice with Jurgensen against Villa, and it looked like it was working. But the issue with him is that they both miss key aspects. So you could say that one brother is good with his feet. I'm not saying he's great. He's good with his feet compared to Sanchez, but Sanchez is a better shot stopper. So you got one or the other. I just felt like common sense, you just go with Sanchez, but he took that risk and it didn't work. Do you know what I mean? And I just felt like he tried to play like he was Busquets in goal, bro. The amount of times he was doing the stupid stuff at the back, and it was working, but you knew eventually it might not work. And our attack wasn't firing so greatly for us to take that risk and maybe outscored PSG. It wasn't going to work. I felt like we played too much in the back, and then it allowed them to press us. And the more that happens, you know what I'm saying, the more it's just crazy, man. Big up to Saint Nick. Yeah. Big up to Saint Nick. Big up to you, bro. What did you eat for iftar? Peri peri chicken. What is it? I don't even know. I don't even know what they call them again, bro. It's the big chips and something else. But yeah, it was nice. Big up to Shane Goon as well. Big up to my guy Shane. Yeah, but I'm always watching this guy's morning show just because I'm always leaving at work early morning. And Shane's the only one live. The game plan was solid, but Rossini took too long to make subs and let a tired squad get pressed by PSG subs in the second half. To be fair though, they had quality coming off the bench, and I feel like the Lavia substitution was a bit negative. People were saying bring on Garnacho like he was going to change our game for us. How am I supposed to expect Garnacho to make a difference against Hakimi, bro? I've seen Garnacho struggle against Charlton. I've seen him just about not struggle against Wrexham. But I'm supposed to expect him to do a job against, who was it? Like Hakimi. The problem is when you play PSG, you can't lose the ball loosely because they're so good on the transition. They got the pace, they know where everyone's going to be, and they know how to pop the ball around. We gave them a bit too much space outside of the box, and we know that their players like to shoot. And that's some of the criticism I have on my team as well. I feel like we don't shoot on target as much from outside of the box. We don't test the opposition goalkeepers as much from outside of the box. And if we do, it might just be Palmer. Do you know what I'm saying? Enzo Fernandez never shoots. Anything outside of the box doesn't hit the target. Or it might just about the goalkeeper will catch it. Like, it will just straight to the goal. Or it's a P-roller kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like the score didn't tell the real story from what happened yesterday. And the result itself is embarrassing. Like, nothing short of embarrassing. I think a lot of people think because I'm trying to see what happened in the game and why we didn't win and whatever. Essentially, some people think I'm making excuses as to why we didn't win or whether the result's acceptable. Do you get me? And I just feel like, I don't know, man. I feel like it's weird. Of course, some of the shows we go on is all about cooking each other and da-da-da-da. There's no objectivity, even though sometimes there's times for objectivity and there's times for whatever. But I think we lost the way because remember, yeah, I feel like even Jurgensen could have saved one of the shots. And I feel like one of the Kvaratskhelia shots, I think he could have saved. He could have saved the Dembele one. And that was poor defending from Fofana as well. He was poor yesterday. And who was the other one? And he made that dumb mistake. Like, we just, dumb mistakes, for me, is not this. Like, for me, that's not slapping. I feel like slapping is when you just get beaten up and you just don't know what you're doing on the pitch, bro. I feel like for most of the game, we were in it. And considering it's one of the best teams in Europe, or some people are the current champions, I'm not saying that it's acceptable to not beat them. Obviously, I think they were missing Fabian Ruiz and stuff like that. So it's not like we were playing their best team, but we should have done better. Maybe the manager should have just stuck with Reece James at right back, played Lavia Caicedo together. I know that Andre Santos was on a yellow. In terms of if him and Enzo got a yellow, they'd both miss a game. The next leg, So I don't know if he wasn't trying to take risks, but then he was taking too much risk at the back. Like, if you remember the Club World Cup final, it was all about us just hoofing it in behind when they tried to press. So you keep it and then you just make sure you pass the ball properly. We just kept sometimes losing the ball, and obviously had the example with Reece James that led to the goal. How are our defenders so high up? So high up, yeah? When Palmer had that shot on target, to the point we get countered, yeah? And Chalaba tries to run. I think he tried to press Due, I think it was. And he just left all the space in behind. And I was like, oh, that's it. Do you know what I mean? That's it. It's stupidity, bro. And when it comes to our cards, I know that's something a lot of people spoke about, the red cards, or the second yellows. I think it's a mixture of two things. One, it's stupidity. Yeah, because when you watch our games, you just think, how did this brother get a red? Why would you do that? That's one of the first questions. Your mind just goes straight to the, why did this player do this? And then the second thing would be, I feel like the players are not really controlling themselves in terms of how they react to not getting certain calls. So let me explain what I mean. Let's say, okay, Burnley game, because I've heard this a lot recent time. Whether it's a stream with other people where they say, why are Chelsea players so angry? Or like all these things. The reason why I think we are going what we're going through after doing a lot of analysis in games and trying to figure it out, I feel like the Burnley game, the guy who scored one of the goals against us, I think his name's Fleming, he was supposed to be sent off, I think, in the first half. Like, he had at least 4 fouls that you could say were just yellows. Not oranges, or like you could just give straight yellow for that. Like, you know when someone pulls someone else and you just expect a yellow and he doesn't get it. He ran into the back of people maybe like 3 or 4 times. He should have been sent off. But the minute, I think it was Andre Santos or someone put a light tackle, he got a yellow. And I feel like when they see someone else not getting a yellow, they react. Because they're like, if we did that, we would have gotten a yellow. And then he ends up getting a yellow for that. Or they end up getting punished. And I'm not saying that's acceptable from the players, but I'm saying, I'm trying to figure out as to why they just keep getting it. And yes, I agree with whoever's comment that was in the chat. Where was it? I think we could have bought on Hato and Achumpong and just sat in a mid block and just played counter-attacking. Especially at the end, yes. When we conceded again, let's say the 3-2, I think we could have just seen the game out. I think when Rosenior realised that this guy decided to just take off Dembele and that, he thought, you know what, I'll just take my players off too. You know? I think I may have been Jabo that said that on Lewis's channel. Big up to Jabo, yeah. He said Rosenior thought this is some, what's it called? A 3-2 handshake. The minute he decided to take his player off, he thought, you know what, let's just, maybe I can take my players off too. So why did you rest Palmer, João Pedro? Well, João Pedro ended up coming on against Wrexham, but why did you rest all these players? Do you know what I mean? Palmer was poor in the second half, but he also kind of looked gassed out. There was a lot of running and sprint. Like, if you're going to match the opposition the way we did in that first half and second half, you need to have players off the bench so you can keep up that intensity. Do you know what I mean? And yes, he got schooled and PSG quality was way superior despite being in second gear. You know what it is? I don't think it was just second gear. I think they were playing not far from their real potential. Like, where they really play. I just think that, of course, they didn't have Fabian Ruiz. Do you know what I'm saying? And obviously, Kvaratskhelia didn't start. Sorry. But I also think that we just didn't do enough. I think there was some opportunities you say we should, if we took more of our opportunities, then, well, you had to test that goalkeeper though. That goalkeeper that they had here, obviously he's not Chevalier, but you have to test that goalkeeper. This is the bit I don't understand. How do you come in and you don't test that goalkeeper? I feel it just don't make sense. I feel like usually you're supposed to go to the away ground, try to get a result, and not actually mess up the game. And then it's about seeing the game out. I've seen people questioning Reece James as a captain. I've seen people say, should we sell Palmer? Do you know what I mean? Oh, this manager. Because this is the thing. If Rosenior does something and we magically come back against PSG at Stamford Bridge, all of a sudden, he's the greatest manager to ever live. Do you know what I mean? Oh, he was lucky. Oh, he got bailed out. Oh, is this? Oh, like, this is why I try to just keep consistent in what you're saying. Just be consistent. Like, I told you this from the beginning. I said, yo, when it comes to Maresca, let me just see what, do you know what I'm saying? Let me just see to the end of the season. If it's not good enough, we can have a conversation about whatever. And if he doesn't do more or better than whatever, cool. You can have a conversation. because you never know how the season ends. You never know what a manager can do. So let me just give him to the end of the season, and then we'll have the real conversations, because now we have enough data to say in the 2 seasons, this is what he's done, this is what he's done, this is what's happened. He has been backed, he hasn't been backed. You can come up with all the information, and there's a lot of analysis in this moment in time. It's more about right now. He's failing, he's this, he's that. But some people are saying he's only lost 2 or 3 out of his 16 games, so he's doing better than this guy and that guy. I just feel like people are so desperate to find the reason why, whereas it's really, if we're going to be honest, it's a quality problem. Obviously, one of our main players in Palmer is not really firing, so even if we are playing badly, he's not someone that at this moment in time can bail us out like he did in previous seasons. I know people are saying he should be stepping up and that. My thing's always been, yo, if you're not fit, just go get the surgery. I don't need the headaches, bro. It's the same with Lavia, Fofana. It's the same with Reece James at some point when he didn't take. It's about just get the surgery and keep it moving. You know what I mean? You're back better and fitter and all that. And listen, Palmer's not old, bro. He can go to the next World Cup. And if he got his surgery early on, he may have made the World Cup. Because remember, Palmer's the kind of player that if he comes back fit and he can, you know, he's getting into the groove and he's playing all these games now, especially at the end of the season, Palmer will always be on a manager's man. You know that he's been injured most of the season. He's back now. Look at someone like a Musiala. Like, I know it's not the same, but I'm saying he's been injured. He missed most of the season with his injury. He's getting back, but now he's playing and whatever. He will always be on the manager's man. And Foden's not having the greatest season. Maybe if Palmer came back, he'd have that position because it's easier to get into the 10 position, because someone like a Foden may or may not go. I'm not saying he will definitely not go, but with the way he's not playing games and that, I can see a Tuchel not picking him. Because remember, we know Tuchel. We know that he doesn't care. You get what I'm saying? So, him keeping it till now, is he going to try to get the surgery after the World Cup? Or could he be sent back from the World Cup? That's another thing. If he can't offer anything, he's essentially just going for the vibes, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's just going for the vibes. So, listen, like I said, man, I think we need to fix up fast. And I don't know. I was going to ask you lot in the chat, do you think our season's over? And also, do you think that we have no chance of coming back? Or do we have a chance of coming back? Let me know, innit? As a fan, you hope to come back. Do you know what I'm saying? Could this be one of them great moments where we come back? I know this is the thing about doing content. The minute you say things like that, it's copium, or you're selling or you're hoping and you're doing this. Yeah, like, I'm not trying to be that guy, but I just want to see what's on you guys' mind right now, innit? So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you're hitting the like button as well. 8 likes away from 20. So show the channel some love as well. And yeah, let me go through the chat. I agree with this. I think we should have brought Hato on. I don't know about Achampong, especially at right back. I wouldn't have put him there. Maybe put him at centre back, but I've seen him get smoked by pace all the time. But sometimes he does really well. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Assalamu alaikum, bro. How's Ramadan been for you? It's fine, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? It's been easy. It's been great. We just, you know what I'm saying? It's almost done now, bro. You know what I'm saying? Time goes quick. Racinia got schooled simple and PSG was quality. Yeah, we read this one. Big up to Shenguna. Listen, people, make sure you're subscribing to my guy Shenguna as well. Make sure you're subscribing to my guy Shenguna. Lack of experience, lack of intensity, physicality, especially in the midfield, is also part of the problem. I agree. I feel like, if we're going to be honest, I feel like sometimes Caicedo suffers from not really having, like, so I feel like sometimes he's the only guy in our midfield. So he was trying to cover for the guy at left, whoever that got Chalobah when he got smoked by someone, by Doué, I think it was, and Caicedo had to be going back. Like, he does so much for us, and his passes yesterday were the way he was breaking the lines and keeping our attacks going and allowing us to hit PSG on the counter, or whether it was just getting through them and keeping it moving, I think was I think he probably done better than he did his defending, bro. His passing was great in my opinion yesterday. Yeah, I think he lost the ball here and there, but not to the point where people are trying to say he had a stinker. And some people say when I say this about Caicedo is because I'm trying to defend him. If I mention Enzo Fernandez, it's because I got an agenda against Enzo Fernandez. I want Enzo Fernandez to do well. Do you know what I mean? And I like when Enzo Fernandez is. Well, I just know in this game we can't have him dictating the play from deep. So cool. If he's gonna play in the 10, I want to see, bro. Come on, just shoot on target, bro. And it's not every day slowing down. And that's the one thing I liked about him against Aston Villa when he was just bopping the ball forward quickly. Finally, we've seen that he has the vision. But then yesterday, yes, he done it here and there. People trying to tell me he did great. I don't know what I missed, though. I genuinely don't know what I missed. Safanov, the PSG's new goalkeeper. He was their second goalkeeper behind Donnarumma, I think. But yeah, Chevalier has been so shaky, they just put him as number 1. Enzo's goal was the only shot on goal in the second half. The starters just ran out of gas. I just wish the subs happened sooner. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. Rossini is a certified loser, failed the big games so far, and some of these players have no business being here. Look, I agree with this as well. I think Rossini, I'm not going to say he's a certified loser. I just feel like so far, like you said, that he has lost the big games. You know what I'm saying? There's no way, yeah, that I can come in and say he hasn't. He's thrown away every big game. I think the first game he decided not to go strong. I think he tried to say we had some injuries or something against Arsenal. The second game he played that like right wing and that, and essentially just thrown the game away. And he decided to sit back and then play for it at the end, but we didn't do anything when we should have been playing with a high intensity from the beginning and tried to score a goal early. And then again, we didn't. Even though I thought we were the better team against Arsenal, we switched off and lost the game, bro. And even we should have won that game. Do you know what I mean? Bro, we had clear times that we should have won that game. Declan Rice, handball, and I don't know what other things were happening. Bro, it's crazy. No chance conceding 5 in knockout round with 3-goal deficit is damning. Fair enough. Nope, no chance. That's what I would say. The season's far from over, especially with a squad this young. The FA Cup is up for grabs, and a lot of these players need experiences in big games. Listen, I don't know about far from over. I don't like at this moment in time. I don't have as much confidence. I don't have that much confidence, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't have that much confidence, but I hope that our season ends in a much better fashion. You know what I'm saying? If we could stay in this Champions League game, that would be amazing. But other than that, I don't see us not conceding. I never not see us not conceding. So the whole thing that I've seen, I don't know if it was Neto or someone that came out with it. We will see them at Stamford Bridge. I was like, brother, you should have kept that energy when you were in Paris, bro. Do your job in Paris. I don't care about the whole speech. Because remember, if you do that speech about we'll see them in the next leg, you better win, bro. Like, you better win the game. You know what I'm saying? Unlikely you come back, but you, man, have UCL heritage. Enzo's a bum. Yeah, I don't know about bum. I just feel like I don't know. He has his days and he doesn't have his days. The problem is he has more off days than on days. You know, like, it doesn't make sense. Caicedo is 8. We lack number 6 like Jorginho who can dictate tempo. Yes. You can say so. You know what I'm saying? You can say so. Hey, big up to Sam for the raid, bro. My brother. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate it. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, he's a loser. Just hype man. Jorgensen and Sanchez is world class with his feet. Hey, listen, I'm telling you, yeah. This manager he moves mad, you know. I swear he moves mad. Anything that comes up, he wants to give you barracks. You see how he speaks on the thing? It's crazy. The way he speaks on the press conference, he's like he's lying to your face. He's lying to your face, bro. Oh, Pedro Neto is world class. You know? Hey, big up to everyone that's coming from the MHF raid. Big up to Mo, Hussam, everyone that's coming through, man. Make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Yeah, for some of you that have seen me not subscribed to the channel before, make sure you subscribe to the channel. This is a show that we usually do on like Sundays, midday, and some other days whenever we want to bring something. This is normal chill show. Do you get me? It's football, banter, all that kind of stuff in it. But it's crazy. Do you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. I don't want to hear no revisionism about, especially about Maresca. Nah, we're not doing Maresca revisionism, bro. He's gone. I told you, man. He's gone, bro. There's no point. Big up to GSC, man. I hope you're good, my brother. Big up my guy I Notes as well. From the streets to the stadium. Big up to you, bro. Big up to Ray in the chat. Rafinha done exactly what Spurs manager did and started a second choice goalkeeper in UCL knockout game. Yeah, listen, it's crazy, bro. That's what some people think, that when I laugh, yeah, I'm actually laughing at my bro. It's the laugh of pain. You know, it's the laugh of pain. If I don't cry, what is it called? If I don't laugh, I'll cry. It's that kind of thing. I mean, that's the kind of thing it is. And I'm kind of different in terms of I can separate the headache. Because I've realized my relationship with my club. It's like every time you feel like you will start believing they've turned the corner. Do you get me? They throw you under the bus. So I've learned you can't do it. Like, remember, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, can't put the blame on you. You get me? I can't get fooled every single time. I got fooled, and that's it. I've learned from my foolishness. You get me? So this is why I'll judge it. I'll see what happens, and I'll judge it how it is. And the only people I've always said I can't trust Sanchez, and then he made that mistake against Arsenal in the first leg of the Carabao Cup. I've always said I can't trust him. Tosin, I don't want to see him on the pitch ever again. And Garnacho, I don't rate. And I wish someone in the chat can tell me, big up to 73 of you that are in the building, which left winger is worse than Garnacho? And I remember hearing someone tell me Brennan Johnson. But then I said, but at least Brennan Johnson knows how to arrive at the back post, or he's always in the right place. He always taps in. So I don't think he can be worse than Garnacho. So the chat, if you're new, tell me who's worse than Garnacho, bro. I don't think there's any winger worse than Garnacho. Like, it's the truth. So, because he has no fundamentals, I can't ever see him get better than what you lot have already seen. So, like, for me, it's like don't mix it. Like, doesn't make a difference. So, anyone that's worse than him, you could say, you know what? Mudrik's not worse than him, and at the same time, Mudrik is not. Do you get me? What's it called? He's not worse than him, but he's also not playing in this league right now. So, it is what it is. Do you get me? Mo would say Donkinelli. Nah, Martinelli is way better than that brother, bro. At least Martinelli gets the ball, and he knows where he's running. Do you get me? Even though he doesn't look up and he looks at his laces when he's running, at least he runs. He knows how to at least dribble. Like, he has some minor fundamentals there. And a couple of seasons ago, he was doing his thing when Klopp wanted him, 22, 23 and all that. Do you get me? He wanted him. It was all right. But what I'm seeing right now, I think, and look, this brother's here. No one can tell me who's worse than him on the left wing. He's leaking lineups again. No way. No. No way. Big up to Rory, man. Big up to you, my guy. What does it say in the chat? Palmer needs surgery. Yeah, I was just mentioning this before the raid. Do you know what I'm saying? I was just mentioning this before the raid. Big up to Jenny as well, man. Big up for pulling up. EPL clubs in the mud this week in Europe, except Aston Villa. I heard they won 1-0 against, is it Lille? Watkins scored. You never know, bro. Once Watkins scores, he might start going on a purple patch again. Highsam Newcastle did well considering it's Barca. They did well, had a lot of opportunity, and then I don't know what's going on with that guy, Elanga, bro. These man, this is what happens when you have footballers that are athletes first, then footballers. They don't have a relationship with the football. It's like have you guys ever seen those bodybuilders that go to kick ball and they just stumble in and that? You get me? Like an Adama. Someone said Adama. It's like that. They're very good athletes, but when you start seeing them play with the football, you think, I don't think this person's ever played football in his life. You know what I mean? You could just, it's like seeing an uncle kick ball and he ain't kicked ball in 30 years. Even some, okay, cool. Not everyone's that size of, you know what I'm saying, the size of, like an Adama. But at the end of the day, cool, at least have some, he has no brain in his kicking ball. Garnacho got no brain and no ability, bro. The only thing he's good at is when he's running and the ball is ahead of him. So he's chasing the ball, and then all he has to make a decision on left or right. And then if he goes left, he does that thing where he looks forward and he just swings his left foot towards it to get it in the box. And he hasn't even looked in the box to see where everyone is. So he usually goes behind everyone. We call it the Inshallah cross. Do you know what I'm saying? That kind of thing. If he goes right, he might shoot. If he gets lucky, he'll go in. If he does, and it's a volume thing. So he might shoot 10 times and 2 of them are on target. Some of them were shots but ended up turning into a cross because of how bad the pass or the shot was. Like that, if you watch him consistently, you realize, bro, he's so bad that even when he gets the touch, players don't even press him no more. Because if he takes the touch, he will just go towards them anyway. So you just wait. You just wait off him. He tries to take the touch and he will just bounce away from him. You know what I'm saying? It's dark. The Arnold Tunnel wingers setting the world on fire in the Premier League right now, to be honest. But that doesn't answer my question. You know what I mean? Thing is, Garnacho was amazing. Hey, listen, he wasn't amazing. He was on a purple patch thing on the Ten Hag, but his game never really grew. It's not going. You know what it is? I don't think we'll ever see anything better than this, bro. Bro, I told man, Roberto's back active. Oh, not Roberto, bro. Not Roberto. Elanga's worse than Garnacho. I don't know. You get me? I don't know about that. Adamas, at least he instills fear into players. You know? He works in the system. What? The only system I've seen him work at is the Forest system, bro. Adama was good technically too, but decision making is terrible. Exactly. Elanga's the Swedish Adama. Elanga was banging before he moved clubs, okay? Or is good still playing now, I guess. Garnacho has called no look cutbacks. Hey, listen, you hold this one, bro. You get me? Hold this one. About he has good looks. Adama IQ and all went into applying oil. I went to applying oil, bro. Hey, this is crazy. Hey, big up to Jabo, bro. I swear we were mentioning you earlier because you said I seen you putting that thing in the chat and Lewis's thing when I was watching, yeah. And he said something about Racina. What was it? The handshake thing? You know what I'm talking about. When he said that Racina saw Enrique taking off Dembele and that, and he thought it's a 3-2 thing. You know, I'll take my players off too. He was 18, 19 under Ten Hag. He was doing well. You know what? TTM can answer that. Do you think he was doing well? Do you think he was doing well? Because for me, I think, yes, cool, he was coming up and little counter-attacking system, arriving in the box and that, but I always felt like, for me, when he couldn't do anything on the Amrim, when he was getting all these minutes, that's when I kind of realized that, yo, maybe it's not for him. It's not for him. Elanga is considerably better athlete than Garnacho, and they both put in the terms of tech decision making. Yeah. But you know you want to react to catches this track on stream. I can't lie, not really. You know what I'm saying? Not really, bro. I watched it. Listen, let him do his thing, innit? You know what I'm saying? Let him do his thing. Let him do his thing, innit? It's content, bro. Scored 6-7 goals under Ten Hag at 18-19. Pretty good. Scored 6 to 7 goals under Ten Hag. I think he was getting subbed on against tired legs and nicking decent goals here and there. Nothing has really changed. That's it. Yeah, that's it. Anthony's not worse. Bro, Anthony's not worse. Anthony's not worse than Garnacho. You see what he's doing at Betis, bro? You know what people don't understand about Anthony, yeah? Anthony was that kind of... Anthony was like the FIFA street baller in Holland. He was just doing skills and doing his thing, kind of whatever, yeah? And then he came over here and the manager never used him the way he used him at Ajax. Do you get me? And I just felt like... And you can look at all the other players that he tried to bring in. Remember when he brought in... who did he bring in, chat? Van der Beek, never used him. He told Van der Beek, come. Never used him the way he wanted. Big up to my guy Rashid in the building, bro. Make sure you're subscribing to my guy Rashid. Yeah. Javinho. And listen, all of these, man, are not worse than... man. Remontada in the... Oh. Listen, the remontada, we praying for the remontada, innit? That's all we can do. All we could do is pray for the remontada, bro. Anthony at United was bad. He was bad, you get me? But he had all of... Your senior thought he was having an imaginary handshake at 3-2, but Lucho and Kvara disagreed. They scored. Rosenior panicked, subbed on Nash's, tried to press, and got one more on his head top 4. Exactly. This is what that's what I mentioned. I saw that in the chat. I couldn't make it to the stream. And when I looked and I saw that in the chat, and I kind of was like, this is exactly what I've said. Ole didn't want Donny, cheap signing for the board. That could be true. Yeah. But then even if... Okay, that's fine. But then when Ten Hag came in, he couldn't even get anything out. That doesn't make sense. Those are the guys from Ajax Academy. Those are the guys that he knows everything about. So for him not to be able to get anything out of him kind of never made sense. What I say about Madueke, Yasser?
Hey, pick up the Chelsea.
Hey, man said, what did I say about Madueke?
You and donkeys are the same. What is the difference between you and a donkey? The donkey, you take the whip, you hit him, and the donkey's like, ee-aw. That's the donkey. You're a donkey.
You know what it is, Rashid? You're never escaping this. You're never escaping this thing, you know, about Madueke, bro. I told you about Madueke. I told you, yo, he can dribble, if you want to call that dribbling. He can, whatever, he can take on his man, all of that. I know you lot have been starved you've been starved from players that can take on their man. But his end product, do you get me? That end product ain't there. Do you get me? The end product ain't there, and you've seen it, bro. Because the minute he came in, everyone's like, he can take on his players, but there's no end product. In 23-24, while Ten Hag was there 25, but when he broke through late in 23, I thought you were talking about that period. Oh, yeah. Rosenior's worse than Potter. Yeah, I mean, you could say it's like 50-50, you know? I can't lie to you, lads. There's not much difference to me. You know, I don't feel like there's much of a difference to me. Same thing, different story. You know what I mean? Same thing. Also, Garnacho got abundance of minutes in the last 2 seasons. This is when I kind of didn't rate him because you know what it is, yeah? When I realized that he's getting all these minutes and he's not doing anything with it, especially when he could have been one of the main guys, yeah? At what's it called? He could have been one of the main guys at United under Amram and that when he was getting his opportunities. I kind of was like, yeah, he's showing me that that's just the player he is, bro. Do you get me? That's just the player he is. That's why I don't really. Do you get me? This is why I don't really. Do you get me? Rate him. That Hussam clip. Hey, listen, bro. You see, man said prime Hussam. Exactly, bro. You see what? Short hair Hussam, yeah? That shaved his head because of Bellingham. You know, if you deep that, man had to shave his head. Not for Mbappe, not for Caicedo, not for Palmer or Lamine Yamal. Man shaved his head top for what does Rance call him? Black Tomine, Jude Longstaff. You know what I'm saying? He shaved his head for a runner, bro. Man shaved his head for a runner, bro. I swear that if that doesn't kill you, bro, that's crazy. From the street to the stadium. Yeah, and we never really saw him before that winner against Fulham. I think we had injuries at the time, so he got to the team. Can't remember that well. He's been injured for a while, so I kind of get it. Noni gets penalties. Yeah. Is he better than Saka, yes or no? I thought you said, did he have a better season than Saka? I mean, nah, I feel like Saka's done way more. He done more than him. But out and out winger, Madueke is better than Saka, innit? Like out and out winger. But in terms of who's the better player, I think that's Saka. Yes, opinion on the Pen versus Leverkusen. Listen, I'm not gonna be the guy who waffles. I've only seen the clip on Twitter. I ain't watched the game. I ain't nothing. So I can't be that guy to come in and just say Arsenal didn't deserve to lose or draw. I'm not gonna do that, innit? But if I'm gonna be honest, from the clip I seen, I just feel like there wasn't enough contact to be a penalty. And a man kind of dived like 10 minutes later, bro. I mean, I feel like he was on 3G internet and he was lagging. You know, any of you played Call of Duty or FIFA, bro, and your thing lags. You press the pass button, he doesn't pass, and then 5 minutes later, the thing skips forward, and you realize you're getting hit on the counter. That's what it was like, bro. There's a long delay. When I saw the penalty, like, because I saw the clip somewhere on Twitter, and I was like, I didn't see this. Madueke, great for creating space for others, but don't expect him to get loads of output. Exactly. Big up to Baran in the chat. Hey, big up to Clinton Akeni. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the community. You know what I'm saying? Thoughts on Cole Palmer? Listen, I think he's been poor this season. I think he should have been getting his surgery, get fit. You know, at some point I didn't even expect Palmer to be back. Like, and what I mean by that is like I get it. Like he's not fit, blah blah blah. Just recover. He could have been back by now, and just won himself the league, lad. I'm joking. I'm joking. But what I mean by that is though, I feel like he could have just got the surgery, got himself fit, and then be part of the team in the like latter part of the season and still get himself into the England team. Because it's Palmer. Do you know what I mean? He got well over 100 appearances in the Prem at this point still. One thing people can't say is he didn't get a chance. Pretty sure he hit 100 before he came to Chelsea. He probably did. This is the thing though. He's not someone you can say he's inexperienced. He doesn't have confidence and da-da-da-da-da. Like, all these things for me don't run, bro. Stop it, man. Potter's worst lost to Southampton at home. Matisse lost one Premier League game. Yeah, you're not wrong on that still. The disrespect. Big up to Ravi, man. The way Arsenal fans are slowly letting go of their Saka stocks is hilarious. I can't lie. You see Rashid, what do they call it in the crypto thing? Pump and dump, bro. I swear down. He He saw the injury, and as soon as Madueke came in and he saw the little preseason thing, man went straight to Coinbase and just sold his stocks, bro. Boom, like just like that, bro. Do you get me? Just like that, sold his stocks. You know what I'm saying? Just sold his stocks, bro. Arsenal was struggling from what I watched. I was watching. I think where I was, I was just watching. I had my phone in it. I had Troops' watch along. Man. This is what I realized about Arsenal fans, and I'm not mentioning. I'm not talking about anyone specifically in the chat or all of you, just the ones I see around. Innit? If you watch their watch-alongs, you get the real reaction. You get the real feelings about the game. If you get them on a match reaction, or you get them on a panel show, it's just covering up everything that you saw them saying. It's like talking to Hamza, bro. You know, when Hamza's like, he's rubbish. And he comes on, Savio's a bomb, but he will make it. And he'll still be a great player. You know what I'm saying? It's that kind of thing. What I mean, though, is like, what I'm trying to get to you lot here is that every time I watch a Arsenal fan watch along, you see them, we're not playing well. We getting away with it. Or especially the ones that are honest, yeah. And then the minute you see the match reaction, Arsenal had won the game. Champions performance. We fought to stay in it. I'm like, all right, cool, but you said you were struggling in the watch along. You know what I'm saying? Or you did X, Y, and Z. But this, I kind of started to realize that they I don't know. Remember this whole thing about we can't get the rivals to hate on us. We can't give them anything to hate on us for and all that. Listen, I have my own problems, bro. You get me? Cool. Do I want Arsenal to win the league? Personally, no. But if you guys win the league, there's nothing that I can do besides respect the person that's won the league, bro. Do you get me? And I feel like people are getting the whole thing misconstrued in terms of like how you win a league. I've always said, I don't care how you win a league, just win the league, innit? But the thing that people aren't willing to understand is that there's not necessarily the right way to win the league. But if you look at everything that comes with it, in terms of like, okay, cool, let's say, because remember, you lot are like, what is it, 6 years or 7 years into this? So like, you expect a team, well, especially if you have the same manager, and you over time, yes, you've improved the team, and it's not the same team you had a couple of years ago. But if you improve things, you expect a lot of things to be at the high quality, not just the players, but the way you play. Things are just essentially you're at the top peak now. Even if you couldn't win it before due to any other circumstances, at this point you want to see peak Arsenal just doing their thing, just beating teams. I don't know, like a Bayern Munich or like those teams, innit? When they were at the top, they were just doing, especially with the team you have now, get the best out of them and just go. And I feel like, I don't know what it is, man. Every time I talk to an Arsenal fan, I understand that you just want to get over the line at this point. So I understand that. Yeah, I'm a Chelsea fan. I don't care how I win the league. Just give me a trophy, innit? You know what I'm saying? I've been telling people this. But at the same time, you always get told, this is the thing, yeah? We always used to get told, you lot were boring. You didn't play like this. You didn't play like that. And now they want to do the same thing to win the league. And I feel like this is where people are like, all right, cool, whoa, hold on. You know how you get like, why do you lot speak about Arsenal all the time? You're in a title race and a lot of people want to talk about the title race and you're involved. You're like, okay, cool. But when some things go wrong, why do we speak about Arsenal? But if we don't speak about Arsenal, everyone's going to be like, we're top of the league. Why do you not speak about us? You know what I'm saying? If a thing goes against Arsenal, all the Arsenal fans say, well, you lot not, why did you not speak about the foul that wasn't given or the ramble? But then if you don't, like, you never win. I understand Arsenal have the biggest fan base on the internet, blah, 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 whatever, yeah. There's nowhere to, like, there's no winning. Do you get what I'm saying? You can't win. I'm telling you, man. There is no winning, bro. You can't win. But a lot of people, a lot of Arsenal fans also don't understand that you guys are going to get some people are the whole pushing back against some of the things that you guys do. You get that because you guys used to push on everyone else. Oh, when City won the league, you're cheaters. When Liverpool winning the league, the inhalers thing. Do you know what I mean? When United was winning the league, you lot were saying things about, what was it? Ferguson and the refs. When we were winning the league, we were playing defensively, or we cheated, or Abramovich. Like, there's always something in it. Do you get what I'm saying? Big up to Zia for the raid as well, my guy. And now people are coming and saying set pieces and this and now. I've always said the set pieces thing is normal, innit? Do you get me? The set pieces thing, it's sick. I like the fact you guys can just constantly get yourself a goal from set pieces. But how about that be part of your arsenal, not the main weapon, bro? You get me? And if it doesn't work, it goes against you badly. If you don't get a goal from a set piece, and you're not playing in a way that can get you goals, you automatically done, if that's your main thing. And I don't understand why people don't want to be able to do everything. And if they can't do everything, at least they do some of the things well. That's the thing that I just don't understand. 12 months of consistent inconsistency will cook you. Yasser looking at Liverpool 1-0 loss away at the Galatasaray. It's not too bad now. You never know what could happen with them, bro. I don't really see them winning it. I think they're going to be all charged up and that, but Galatasaray is going to cause them problems, bro. That Osherman brother and all that, bro. They're going to feel like they can get at Liverpool. And if Slot doesn't set them up well, yeah, I don't know, bro. Do you know? Yeah, big up to you, man. Big up. I agree, Hussam is a bit of a ridiculous guy. Let me go back to this comment. Hussam is a big loser. I will say that. Like, what's wrong with him? Always mourning and complaining about refs and accusing rivals. Listen, big up to my guy. Hussam's my guy, innit? You know what I'm saying? And I feel like if he has his opinion, I think it's fair to have his opinion, innit? And look, people complain. I know a lot of people complain about their own club not getting this, not getting that. And it might work against you, and sometimes it works for you. It just is what it is, innit? You know what I'm saying? Everyone has their own way of doing certain things, but it doesn't have to be this hateful. Do you get me? Like, all big clubs are corrupt and have had codes going in their favor. It's not just Barca, Real Madrid, United on the same. I agree to that, though. I don't believe they're corrupt. I just, people find their way in it. Bro, week by week, they're throwing this guy further in the bin. He needs to get a couple nutmegs off, fix his PR. I swear down. 3 goals in 20 minutes in the UCL. Emotional damage. If he can get his metrics to at least 0.87 nutmegs per game, he will start to win the fans over again. You can do it. It's like this was a boring last game. The draw is the best result Arsenal should have gotten. Pen was dubious, but it's a 50-50 for me. If I got this pen given against me, I'd be fuming. 100%. 100%. Yes, 22 of trauma does funny things to you. 22 years of trauma, bro. But this is why I understand the frustrations of people that are so-called negative, innit? I big up to from the streets to the stadium, man. Big up for pulling up. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Yes, say conceding 5. But this is why the people that get perceived as negative, bro, if you see what my fan base was doing after losing 5-2 in a game, imagine if you've been losing and all that embarrassing stuff that you guys went through in the last couple, like all these years, yeah? Imagine if you done 22 years of pain. Like, you know what I can't fathom it is because the 22 years or the time that you're talking, yeah, I've just seen bare trophies and winning. Like this, the period we've been in now, it's been so weird to me, innit? This is what a lot of the times I just don't know how to react. All I knew was just winning. If I don't win if I don't win that trophy, I win another trophy. Like, I just keep it moving. That's how I was. But now, I'm not winning. It doesn't feel normal to me. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't feel normal to me. It doesn't feel normal to me. You have to conceding 5. Of course it's not Chelsea, bro. Come on, man. You know what I mean? What is that? Of course it's not Chelsea. Big up Arsenal on the easy pen. I respect some shameless cheating. If you win it, we firm it. What I can't stand is talking like a winner when you are a three-peat bottle. I think the bit that I kind of don't get is when people talk to you about when they talk to you in a way where it's like, oh, you guys, you like, you know how they speak, you know how like some Arsenal fans speak about City, and I'm like, bro, how can you talk about City like that when they've done a 4-peat? You're trying to get one part of what they won. They done a 4-peat. You know what I'm saying? Can you deem that a treble, which included within the 4-peat? And this is why we do have respect for City, because of how they consistently won. The team, we knew how good the teams were, dominant. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like if Arsenal keeps winning, everyone's going to be like, listen, I might not like the football, I might not like this, or I might not like that. You've still won, though. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's going to put their hand up. The problem is that Arsenal fans look at it from the lens that they look at us. So if they would troll us, they think that because they like trolling everyone, or because they talked about certain teams and things in that way, everyone's looking at them that way. It's not really like that, bro. Yeah, but Chelsea fans do the same thing. Like, what do you mean we do the same thing? I know I'm a bit behind, so I might have missed. Have you seen Chelsea Twitter? These men are coming at Matisse. Crazy. What has Matisse done now? Big up Zed for the raid as well. A lot of Arsenal fans have this get back chasing syndrome from all the pain of being banned to club for a decade, and they want to jump the gun for getting the trophies. Add weight to your chat. Exactly. And if you win, people just can't talk to you. If you actually win stuff, we'd just look stupid because it's mad. Matisse had a meeting with the Chelsea hierarchy. Bear fans are calling him a sellout, and that's crazy. Apparently, Matisse had a meeting with the Chelsea hero. Hold on. Ooh. Okay. 1 second, chat. What can I do with this, bro? Let me just... I'll get into it. Let me get to the bottom of the chat and then we'll do it. Yo, Uncle Erks, hi, been gross. Hey, big up to Jerry Simpson, yeah. What do you mean, Uncle Erks? Musando Mudeti today. I can't lie. LB was talking down in Club World Cup. I jumped the gun to mention that he was working for it, while man said I'd rather won it. Got fried than Hussam John onto that to kick. Brother, anything to kick you, you know. I'm telling you, bro, anything. I can't see Matisse being some sort of sellout, though. You know what? I think Matisse is an easy target. I think people are just... Anything you do, easy target. When Matisse was making the jokes and trolling about him being the manager, people started saying he's getting tiring, we're not happy, da, 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 da. Look, we can't get rid of the manager. Do you get me? So I don't understand why people are moaning about what Matisse is doing. Let him have fun, bro. Do you get me? Well, he can't change our manager. So why... Everyone was going to run with people were running with the jokes anyway, saying that he looked like the manager. Okay, chat. Forget. I got everything there for you. We got all the tea. I'm here. We're ready. You ready, chat? What? Let's hit 45 likes or 50 likes. Let's make it. Hit the like button, bro. Come on, chat. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. you haven't hit the like button, hit the like button, innit? You get me? Come on, chat. So we can before we let's actually get into it, innit? Okay, let's go. We will go. Okay, we got 40 likes. Big up to everyone. Make sure you're hitting the like button. Okay, I'm reading it now. We're gonna put it on the screen. Let's go. Major breaking: a group of fans met with a club director recently and say they were met with arrogance and dismissiveness. On the departure of Maresca, the director said that a coach's overall impact is overestimated and that there is no statistical relationship between managers and results. Hey, round two. According to the board director, problems with Maresca stem from him not being offered some of the same contract details that the sporting directors have in place. Okay, so the contracting upon him. The director could not put a timeline on when Chelsea will compete at the top again, but that it was effing obvious that we are building one of the best teams in the world. Hey, he's gaslighting. You know what I'm saying? He's gaslighting.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
The director denied they were being condescending and told us we have no more right to be upset than they do, despite the fact we are paying fans. The club's effort to reduce the wage bill has been seen as means of offsetting the spend on players so far, and the director was honest about there being no appetite to compete for more established Premier League signings for this season. A handful of players that have been successful for us were given as some sort of justification for this approach. The club director spoke very disrespectfully about what was achieved under the previous ownership and of individuals involved in that time. In their view, the current project, consisting of vast expenditure and player churn, is the only means with which we can hope to compete at the elite level at some point in the future. Chelsea simply cannot afford to compete for the likes of Semenyo and Guehi, and that players with resale value is more realistic approach. The club director expressed surprise that in view of the club still being 13 points off the top of the table at the time, this has risen to 19 points at the time of writing. In the fourth season of a transitional period, fans are not showing more patience, although the director admitted they hoped for more progress this season. Luis Enrique would not be the right fit for us as manager, and John Terry is not the right fit professionally and should not be involved in first team affairs. After arriving for the meeting, we were kept waiting in the foyer of the building for a while as the club director was in another meeting with a Chelsea supporting content creator Matisse Armani. Once the meeting began, it became very clear to us that the club's primary motivation for the meeting was to in effect present to us a sales pitch and attempt to talk us around their way of thinking. We were told in no uncertain terms that despite having the highest net spend in the Premier League on new players since Blue Coat's takeover, that the club is struggling to compete financially with European top clubs. And obviously Matisse responded, dropping my name for clicks on the article is dark, but I respect the hustle. Same cause, I guess. Sorry to disappoint, but this is not as entertaining as you guys see. So obviously Matisse tweeted this earlier, Just to clarify, yes, Daniel Finkelstein invited me to a meeting along with other fans around the same time of the protest to shed some light on answer to the many problems we have with the ownership, from commercial deals, lack of front of shirt sponsor, first team and multi-club model purchases via directors, vivid seats, stadium plans, heavy briefing, CFC London marketing, and nepotism in staff hires across the club. It was a good conversation, and he was very kindly clear that he did not invite me to manipulate, change my opinion on the ownership, just to explain their point of view and plan. Since then, my opinion on Blue Coat out has not changed. I do not trust the recruitment of the directors. I don't praise the short-term front of shirt sponsor, and mention the money lost over the last 2 seasons with the 60 million asking price. They are in a deficit. I didn't mention it as there's no new information that we didn't already know. The club are stubborn with their approach, and they're heading in the right direction and will continue what they're doing. I have no interest in being ITK. I'm a fan with opinions that won't change until I see serious improvements at all levels of the club, which I don't see happening. So I said months ago when Maresca was sacked, Blue go out. I'm not in the game of repeating myself. If my stand changes, I will say so. Remember, there's a lot of people, yeah, that love running the brown envelope thing, and people do it to someone like a CB as well. Like, just because he got an opportunity, it means he's a brown envelope. I can't see Matisse being some sort of sellout. I think this just looks worse than it actually is. Damn. TTM, if I speak about... Okay, yeah, da-da-da-da. Yeah, that stuff is mad. It's actually so dark for us. Confirmation that nothing's changing. Yeah. Doing... Where is it? Bro, Yasser, they are disrespecting the Shaman, bro, and some content creators are involving themselves. So hopefully this doesn't spiral. Matisse is a good brother. Exactly. Like, Matisse is a good brother, bro. Like, you know what it is for me, yeah? I big up to Pierre in the chat as well. Big up to you, my brother. Sorry if I haven't big job because I was on the other page, so I couldn't see the chat. But, yeah, it's crazy. Listen, I've always said this, yeah? I'm someone that's been blessed with good... You know what it is? I'm someone that's blessed of being able to not recognize people that I feel like are good people or people that I wouldn't personally mess with because of X, Y, and Z, wherever it is. Yeah, I've always been able to kind of separate that. And you usually realize that when I'm not really around certain people, I just don't. It's whether I don't trust them or I just don't feel like they're moving the right way for me to be around them. X, Y, and Z, wherever it is. And I just feel like sometimes when you're not someone who does certain things, or people are just jealous that you're one of the biggest content creators in the space, they want your place and blah blah blah, people are going to push certain narratives. When it comes to Chelsea, people know the one thing people hate in Chelsea is brown envelopes. So if they can just throw the brown envelope thing at you, you get me, and it sticks, or people think it sticks, then that's how we can get at him. That's how it's like. Do you get me? I don't believe they put his name in the article, bro. Just to add to it, they put his name in the article. And obviously Twitter is Twitter. You get me? There's a Donny somewhere in the mountains that checked his phone and said, oh, look what he's doing. Oh, that's how it is, bro. It's unfortunate, bro. Even if Matisse managed through his connection to get to speak to someone at the board, I would rather have someone like a Matisse to go there, because maybe he can articulate himself better and see whether he can get some information, and can he find a way to reason with them, blah blah blah. Can they actually change their approach? Like, I don't know. I know I'm probably reaching. Do you know what I'm saying? A lot of people looking at me thinking he's reaching, but it was mad. He met with things of board director. It was just a chat before the protest, nothing deep. If he was an ITK or brown envelope, we wouldn't be hearing him spitting into his mic every week. Exactly. And you know what? As viewers, you can always tell if someone's fake. I don't know about everyone else, but like, we know when someone is doing the fake celebration. You know, he's doing it because of the content. Or I can tell anyway. Do you know what I'm saying? And not just before I did content. Why do we not always watch certain content creators? Or we only watch their reaction when it's just, let's just watch some reactions? Why is it when you watch reactions, you only watch certain people and you skip the ones you don't really care about? Because you don't feel like it's a real reaction. Do you get me? They're crazy, bro. Crazy. That will make waves, exactly. This it's not right, bro. Big up Yasser, it's a good week. It's all good. We're doing remontadas next. Hey, big up to my guy Luke, bro. Oh, about doing remontadas, bro. This guy, bro. 1 second. Data driven analysis. I ain't even read the Pies tweet. I literally went to put it. I just went to search, refreshed my page, and I saw it straight away. I didn't even have to search for it. Well, if this is true, you lot are screwed. They don't care. Yeah, 100%. All this stuff sounds like Uncle Robert is the director in question. If you don't laugh, you'll cry, bro. These men just don't want to win, bro. Yeah, I put the wrong. You lot want to hear the one that you want to hear, bro. You get me? Yeah. Dark. You lot are right, bro. This is dark. You thought you completely got Man United last season, thought your project was shaky, but clear to pass. I've been locked in with your club. All I hear, I have to laugh. Bro, it's a force now. Wow, that's bad news. 100%. If I was in the shoes of Matisse, I wouldn't take the meeting. You gotta feel the temperature around the general fan base. Anything blue is getting toasted. Yeah, but sometimes you gotta do something else. I feel like it's easy to just go against things and just be, because everyone else is going against it, let's just all get against it. Maybe he can be someone that can read the temperature, and like he can go over there and say, you know what? He can come back to us and say, yo, we need to get these men out, innit? You know what I'm saying? You know, sometimes you let someone else go and say the place is not safe. You get me? He doesn't deserve all the bullshit, but I think he needs to pay attention to optics. Like, I've watched you Chelsea man talk a lot this season. He ain't safe to deal with blue at all. Yeah, it's not. Mystic Mellow is here to tell you that things, why it just disappeared, will get worse. Remontada. You see what I'm saying, man? I'm telling me about remontada, bro. I'm tired of being tired. Same. I actually need to see Robo's take on this. Oh, I can show you this, bro. Let me check. What did he say? I seen it in the comment section. I seen it. Screen share second monitor. Can you guys see it? This is him in the. Obviously, this is Matisse's little statement thing. Yeah, they're gonna paint you as a brown envelope now, my guy. Welcome to the club. Someone asked if he thoughts on these reports. He's still blindly backing the board and the direction of this club. I'm telling you, bro. They never letting in this brother rest. Let's see if he commented on this. See, I did not expect that. I thought you was a true fan, but you also some sellout, fake sellout. Yeah, it's crazy, bro. But yeah. Let's see what the chat's saying. That's always ducking down kills me. I swear, it's crazy. Uncle Rob hopped on the CB stream with the PSG fan and straight up told him if we had Santos starting with Reece James on the bench, we would have won this game.
Very careful. Hold on. Very careful. This is what I said. I said be very careful.
Let me just tell you something, yeah? Stop fucking calling me negative. Stop fucking gaslighting me. Stop fucking telling me what to do. If you're in your bedroom, if you're at home, stop fucking telling me how I should see this football club, yeah? There was no style. There was no control.
I hear it, but now he's taking the meeting. What has it achieved? He received nothing but condescension and delusion. Building the best team in the world, yeah. Any Chelsea fan would see past the Matisse brown envelopes, man, and look at what is there. Yeah, what the guy is saying is more of an indictment than. But you need to read into it though. The fans that went to talk to that club director had nothing good to say. Yeah, there's not even one good thing. Everything negative. Yeah, and then Matisse said the guy met me. He was all right. We spoke about X, Y, and Z around the time of the protest. This is what's happened. I didn't speak about it because there's not really any update or anything different to what we've seen on the media. So, whatever. Do you get me? We know what's happening though, bro. Do you get me? We know what's happening. Lucky I'm not on Twitter. Bro, it's crazy, man. You know it's clickbait by the time, and these guys just wait till we're angry already and starting to rage bait the fans. 100%. So because things are not going well, they're going to push it out now. Because remember, a lot of our fans are very emotional on this moment in time. Everyone's upset. Rightly so. Bad result. But they're trying to use it. There's this whole thing about narratives, and everyone's trying to control the narrative. You know, everyone's trying to, we don't want this, we don't want that. And listen, most of the man them that are, you know, blue cow out and all that, yeah, we know. You get me? The same Donnies that vote for a reform. I'm not saying you can't be blue cow out, but you know the man them that are like pushing it, yeah. It's usually them kind of Donnies, bro. You get me? Those are the ones. But listen, I think it's unfair on Matisse, bro. These man just don't get a ticket, don't turn up. Don't even turn up PSG game, bro. You get me? If you just keep it, most of the man them are quiet in the games anyway. Maybe not Champions League games, yeah, at home, but it's very quiet anyway. So you might as well just scan your ticket and don't go. One empty stadiums and these men get embarrassed. Saeed before the weight gain. Weight gain? What do you mean Saeed before the weight gain? Protests don't work in my opinion, but all the people crashing Matisse ain't gonna do anything either. They're tweeting in between their comfy day-to-day lives. 100%. You get me? It's mad. Hey, big up to Elijah, bro. You know what I'm saying? Big up to my guy. Some say Elijah doesn't get out of his bed no more, bro. You get me? Struggling. Protest versus multi-billionaire investors and assets managers. Good joke, guys. Listen, we've seen that at your club, bro. You know what I'm saying? We've barely seen any changes. And it's crazy, isn't it? Just make sure you're subscribing to Too Much of E, innit? They've been doing this for years now. It's called propaganda, spreading propaganda. Yeah. Because remember, the whole thing's always been the first thing people always mention is what? Bowley. It's always Bowley. I'm like, brother, like, do you not know how it works? Or you're just gonna keep mentioning Bowley without knowing what you're talking about? But he's the guy. You just want to pick. Bowley's clubs are actually successful in America, whether you want to call it teams, clubs, whatever it is, bro. It's not like he's been failing. And he spends money, bro. And he had the chest. He came out and said, yo, I played Football Manager. I wasn't good enough. I apologize. So we just brought people in to do the job now. And then he said, yo, I walked away from it. So we'll see. Only for work. Thing is, even if we beat Madrid 4-0, Zay and Liam will message me about battering them, so it'll be short-lived win. Yeah, I think, listen, I'm not sure about the whole comeback and remontada. It's a hope thing, and I've said it. I'm not gonna lie to anyone, and it's a hope thing. But I'm still gonna say, if we do beat PSG, inshallah. Listen, I think we'll beat Liverpool, and we'll beat Liverpool, bro. Anfield hype and all that. Do you get me? We'll beat Liverpool. Bro. But I don't know about you lot. I don't know what you lot are on, bro. You know what I mean? I don't know what I can say about you lot are starving. Dying right now. Haaland. Just supply him, bro. You lot are not supplying Haaland and you're expecting him to do madness. I don't know how you guys are expecting it. You guys need to do much better, mate. Much better. You know what I'm saying? Much better. I need Haaland back. Yeah, but where's the creators? Your creators are not on the pitch, bro. Big up, my prayers are with you in these troubling times. One of my favorite Spurs content creators. You'll be missed. Man wrote to him like he passed away, bro. Man said you will be missed. Man said, hey, man said we found that Elijah got 2 months to live, bro. You get me? Hey, listen, the you know what it is, the tomahawk beat thing and all that, it's not working. You get me? It's not working no more. The videos about him getting the steak, you know, the £200 steak and all that, whatever the money he spends on that steak from the farm, and it's not working, bro. He needs to find a new diet. We need Cherky and Foden, man. I don't know, man. Foden's a weird one. I've always rated Foden, innit? I just feel like, is it a confidence thing? What is it with Foden, bro? Has he got something personal going on in his life right now? I just can't wrap my head around it. And seeing Pep not necessarily give him that much minutes, I don't know. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. Can't say anything. Do you know what I mean? But let me see. Listen, man. What time is it? Listen, I gotta go. So listen, big up to all of you. I appreciate every single one of you. Big up to MHF, Sam and Mo, and also Zir for the raid. Yeah, we are going to redirect you over to Palmer's dad and Yokeres' older brother. Do you get me? Go over there and what's it called? Make sure you tell him YASSERTV raid and all that. What's it called? Make sure you tell him YASSERTV raid. I don't know. What? How can we troll this brother, bro? How can we troll this brother? How can I troll this brother, bro? Hey, chat, how can we troll Leroy Yokeres, bro? Before we end the stream. What can we put in the chat to annoy him? You know what, yeah? Tell him Arteta in. Arteta in raid. We need to tell him Arteta in raid. We can mention Savio, but then he's gonna start cussing out Chelsea, bro. You get me? And then me and him have to go back and forth. It can't work. Hey, chat, come on, you look, there's 48 people or something here, man. You know, either way, yeah, go troll him, innit? Tell him YASSERTV raid. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. You know what? Tell him to give you a hair flick, bro. Do you get me? Or ask him if has he found his phone yet. Hey, chat. We go over there, yeah, and tell him, yeah, have you found your phone? Have the Moroccans given you back your phone yet, blood? You know? Hey, we're trolling him, bro. I don't care. So listen, man, love to every single one of you that's tuned in. I appreciate it. If you want to make sure your notifications are on so you don't miss any of the match reactions and other shows, I'm going to bring in more. I'm going to, once Ramadan ends and I've got this whole job thing that I'm moving to sorted and everything, I can bring you guys more consistent content. And I know I haven't been consistent, but I've been trying my best. I've been consistent with the match reactions, the shorts and that, but I want to bring you guys more of the other shows and bring you guys more like content creators and stuff like that on here. Especially those guys you don't know or the guys you know about. But, you know, like I said, make sure you keep your notifications on. Subscribe to the channel, all that kind of stuff. And if you want to see more football and chill, this is the kind of vibe it's on. So make sure you're subscribing. And also subscribe to TTM in the chat. You know what I'm saying? That's my guy. And yeah, make sure you hype the videos on that. Watch the videos, hype them, drop your comments on that. The match reaction, share them, all that kind of stuff. Do you get me? We're trying to hit 2K, hopefully by the end of next month. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to accelerate to the top. Yeah, and listen, tell him, yeah, tell Leroy, bro, have you found your phone yet? Have they given you your phone back? Yeah, that's what we're telling them, man. But big up to you lot all, and see you guys in the next one. Peace, 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 peace.